What is going on, Chatbot Builders? Boy, it's been a minute since I've seen y'all, since we've been talking that AI stuff. It's going to be a good one today. We're going to start off the week like you know we should, because it's been a huge year already for AI. Not just Chatbot Builder AI, but for the whole industry, baby. We're going to get right into it and make sure my music's not too jamming for y'all tonight. Hope you have had a great weekend. And we're going to get this thing crack-a-lacking. Let's check the chat, see who we got here. We got anybody here? Ooh, look who we got. Finally first. Man, this is Mir's year. I'm so glad you're with me today. Make sure y'all follow her on YouTube. She is a up-and-coming rising star. And it's so good to see an OG that's been with us for a while to start really making moves. Obviously, Asta's in the house. My man, king of AI in Fiji, my friend. I swear, Asta. It's got your name on it, huh? Right here. Got your name on it. Boom. Boom. You have too much fun. Too much fun. We got Dex up in here. What's up, Dex? Man, I tell you what. It's going to be a good episode tonight, y'all. It'll be worth your time. And we won't go crazy, I promise. Promise this time. I'm going to put a timer on my screen to make sure I'm not, for real crazy. All right, so let's go ahead and get to it. We're going to learn about the benefits of understanding how to fight the noise, okay? I'm not talking about silencers here. I'm talking about conversation analyzation, AI summaries, AI categorization, segmentation, AI alerts based on real-time speech. This is the future. Now, before I get deep, I need to make sure I'm super clear. I've never been this person to say, I've never been someone to say the computer is just better than the person at XYZ. I'm on the human side. A lot of people might not think this. I'm on the humans. I am a human, right? Robo Ryan or not. But I'll tell you, uniquely, I understand the importance of customer service, of guest service, because of A, my background, and B, where I live. Southern hospitality is very famous, right? This is something I've just been around my entire life. Well, I can tell you with certainty, the level of customer service has dramatically declined across every industry. People are expensive to keep employed comparatively to robots or chatbots, digital or physical robots. And times are changing quickly. And with technology moving as fast as it is, this is the reason why chatbot builders are the ones that are going to last the test of time going forward in all industries, from medical and health to education to entertainment. What we build, folks, is already changing the world. And it's so great to see some of you that, we've got one agency that not even on a specific plan. This dude is just on fire. Over 60 accounts since day one with us, coming from a legacy platform. 60 in a year. That's a lot. That's a lot. He's moving and grooving. It's so good to see this. You're going to get busier and busier and busier. These skills that you guys have begun to learn and begun to master, this is going to pay off so big. As much as I can guarantee that, take it to the bank, man. You're in the right place at the right time. And with that said, let's get right to it. I'm going to show y'all some things today. So here we go. Here's my screen here. Boom. Let's do a little equal magic here. Hopefully that music's not too crunk. If it is, just let me know. I might turn it down. I might not. Just kidding. I'll do it. Let's do some crunches for the summer. Squeeze on in there. Boom. All right. A big shout out to Asta and Wendy, by the way, who have just been crushing the new website that'll launch on March 1st. It's awesome. It's very cool. I'm very proud of what that will look like. Although this bad boy that Wendy and I made in like an hour and a half, it served us pretty well. Thank you guys so much, by the way, for your support. We truly appreciate you so much, and we do everything we can for you to succeed, and we will not stop, baby. We're going to sign up here for a brand new account. Okay, so we're all starting from the same place, potentially. And what do we want to call this one? Let's call this one, let's just say, Ryan's office. Ryan's office. Our goal is going to be to have a conversation with a customer, and then to be able to have the entire conversation history sent to us to a point, and then also to prompt chain today. We're going to do some prompt chaining, some basic stuff and some advanced stuff, and also some stuff that people just have not seen before, because this has not ever been shown to you. If you're in our Discord, obviously, or if you're in our Facebook group, more than likely you've seen the announcement. Or if you're someone who buries their head into documentation like I do all day long, then you definitely have likely seen the update. But we have some new system fields for you guys. Custom fields, system fields, these are the same thing, more or less. System fields are just built in for you before you even create your account. What we're going to do here is get our flow section. And you can see these are the default flows. I think I'm going to change these up tomorrow and give them a nice little update, and we'll probably include the flow that we make here tonight together. So you're part of history, son. Gang. So much fun. All right, so we're going to make a brand new flow. So we'll click add, and let's call this chat history. All right. And so the idea here is going to be when the conversation is done, but we want to know some things, right? We want to understand, was the conversation good? Was it not good? What can we improve on? These are some things that you probably don't think about if you're a business owner, or if you're an agency. You're probably not thinking of things on this level, but I see this all the time. Every week, I'm seeing this at a very deep level, and it's insane in such a powerful way what AI can do to help optimize things in an unbiased manner, and help you see things that you wouldn't necessarily see on your own. You're not, as a business owner or as an agency, thinking about, I wonder what every single phone call conversation is like between the end users, between our customer and their end user customer. Like, no one's thinking about that deep into the conversation or the customer journey. But with AI, you can. Okay, this is something that I realized quickly. Last year, the moment we had the ability to record the entire conversation over the phone, for example, I was ecstatic, because this meant we had every single major communication channel on lock. Meaning every single conversation, whether it was on the phone or whether it was a text message or a Facebook or Instagram message or a web chat message, they were all funneling into our ultra gangster inbox, as well as the contact section. And so you have all of this data being accumulated. Okay, the problem comes to where you've got. Sorry, my wife just called me. I'll have to call her right back. That's what happens when you go live, baby. Off track here. When you have all this data, it becomes very difficult to sift through and to understand what's actually happening. Are things getting done the way they should get done? Are the employees doing their job correctly? That's really what we're after. Are the customers asking questions we're expecting? Are we prepared? And if we're not, how do we get prepared? So what we're going to do is we're going to assume the conversation between our chatbot and the user has been going on and going on and going on. And now it's boom coming to an end. We need a flow, okay, to be sent after this conversation is finished to then trigger the bot to send us, the admin, or your end user client, the chat history. So very easy to do. In this case, we can look at it like this. Let's click Add Content, Actions, Notify Admin. This is a super powerful feature, one of the most underrated features in our whole platform. Notify admins. I'm the only admin of this brand new page. And what I'm going to do is erase the default notification text, and I'm going to enter in the brand new custom field, the system field for chat history. This is built into every account by default. All you're going to do is hit your double brackets here, lowercase chat underscore history, double bracket to close it. That's it. And what is going to happen here? When this flow is triggered, what will happen is in our settings section, we can go to admin, manage. Here's my profile. I click these three dots here, and I can see which email is going to get the notification. So this is the notification type. So when notify admin is triggered, I'm going to get the text in that custom field sent to this email address. You could have many other notification channels as well, but so far we've just connected our email because by default we have our email address connected to our profile. So we'll click save. All right, now what we can do is go here to a welcome message. Very, very simple welcome message. It's just two nodes. We're going to generate text, and then we're going to display the text. Generate, send. So let's grab the publish link here for web chat, and we can just send it. Welcome to Ryan's office. How can I assist you today? So we can just say, who is Ryan? Ryan is the owner of this office. How can I help you today? Do you take appointments? Yes, we do. When would you like to schedule one? In about 20 minutes. I recommend contacting us directly. What do you think I'm doing? Would you like me to connect you to a human agent? Nope. But I have some additional questions. Sure, feel free to ask. I'll say, who is the owner of this office? Again. Perfect. So now here's what we can do. We have a conversation. We understand what's going on. Let's go here and we'll go to our inbox, the money box, guys. And you can see we've got some additional features here. One, a huge one, this is what I've been dreaming about for about 3 months, is the AI reply suggestion. And so I'm always thinking, how can we make life easier? How can we make things smoother? How can we make things better? And I actually was inspired by something I saw, I want to say, on the Dialogflow CX side of things when we were doing some research a while back last year. And I saw what appeared to be an internal quick reply, a suggestion for the agent. And I was like, oh my God, we've got to do this for our inbox. So thanks, Dialogflow team. This is a great idea. And I think we've done it better than it's been done so far, put it that way. We have our little magic icon here. We click, and based on our prompt and based on the last input from the user, we'll have a nice AI reply suggestion. Okay, and so that is pretty cool stuff. We're always trying to make things better. In this case, though, all we want to do is send a flow, and this would be chat history. So I'm going to send this flow, and we don't see anything in the inbox here because in this case, an email has been sent. And so I'm going to pop open this email and make sure I've got nothing crazy on my screen before I move it back over here. Uno momento. Let's add our little email here. Ryan. Boom. And we'll see our conversation summary in 1 second. Hopefully this is the right password. I'll tell you what. If I didn't have my iPhone, I don't know if I'd ever remember a password. Okay. So let's put this bad boy in here. Ryan Rambo. Boom. All right, yeah, that's a doozy. I would never remember that one. All right. And now it's going to give me a notification on YouTube. Of course you are. Oh, lame. Don't tell me it's going to not let me go through. It's making me sign into the YouTube app. Here we go. Yes, it's me. Come on, baby. Don't let us down. Boom. Gucci. Gucci. Check it, y'all. Bam. Look at that. Do you see how gangster this is? So we can see. I is going to be for your brand, your bot. This could be a human agent message. This could be your AI. There's additional system fields we'll be introducing and have introduced that will give you more details. You can find that in our documentation, but for the purpose here, we're just going to look at one at a time. And so you can see it's going in the correct order here. Your brand account, your bot, your human agent, and then the user. Bot, human agent, user, right? So we have the whole thing right here. If we wanted to go to the conversation, to go like talk to the person, no problem. Straight from our email to the battleground of the inbox. All right. So this is great. Now, thought you said you were gonna do some prompt shading, Ryan. Don't you worry, baby. Prompt shading is up next. What we'll do here is add a single node, and let's do like this. Actually, we can unhook this, and we'll start off maybe here. There's no wrong way to eat a Reese's, but there's also no wrong way to build a chatbot. There are better ways and worse ways, but not necessarily a right or a wrong way. So in this case, what we want to do is, let's use, I changed my mind. So it's a good thing we can just change our mind anytime. What we'll do is we'll just do what we were going to originally do. We'll keep the first part exactly the same. But then what we'll do is we'll have an OpenAI action, do a little magic, OpenAI. And what we're going to do is do a little something advanced. And what we're going to do is say, you are an expert conversation analyst, period. And then I think what we should do is not work smarter, or excuse me, not work harder, but work smarter, right? So we're going to make ChatGPT get our money's worth out of that thing. So let's pop that open next, and let's do this. Give me a list of things to include in a call summarization report of each individual call or conversation between a business and customer. So it's going to give us all the things that we should care about. All right, cool. So I like that. Great job. Now, in the beginning I need you to provide some instructions. Then provide a condensed top 5 list based on what you've provided below the instructions for clarification. All right, cool. So what we're going to do is going to be G. We're going to just copy and paste this whole thing into our flow builder. And it's just going to work perfectly, might I add. So this is what we'll do right here, actually. This is perfect. Summarize. Make this part apply to conversations between business and customer, not just calls. We're going to do one more thing. Start it off like this. We'll say, start it off like this. We'll say, your goal is to please summarize and analyze the conversation and provide your best answer based on the context of the call for each of the following questions that are above 1 through 5. All right, here we go. So just giving like some instructions here first. And I think we should get at what we want next, exactly how we want it. Here's how to approach this. So that's not what we want necessarily. So let's go back up here and just, I think I'll be fine with this. Here's what we'll do. We'll keep it simple. Keep it simple, silly. Isn't that what they say? We're going to do this. We'll paste that in there. So we're going to say, provide a summarization and analysis of the conversation, period. Make sure to use excellent formatting, beginning with the grade of the conversation. Be sure to include next steps for optimizing future conversations at the very end of your response. Okay, and so let's start off with grade. A through F. With a 1-line explanation related to why you chose this grade. Perfect. All right, so I think all this is going to be good. And we'll do one other thing. I think that's actually good for now. All right, cool. And so let's take away the number of tokens so we're not limited to anything there. Continue. Oh, we need to say this as a response. So we'll say this as a new one called summary. Continue. So we've got business information, just very basic. We're going to say you are, glad I saw that. You are an expert conversation analyst. And then the user message to the bot, right? This is like you talking to ChatGPT here. Normally you don't do anything here, just last input's what you want, but this is a prompt training, so it's a bit different and it's a bit more advanced, so hence we're using advanced. and are telling the bot what to do here. Instead of the user's message even coming into play, we're giving the user message to the bot. Okay, and then we're sending this off to OpenAI, and it's already got the rest of the conversation history in its pipeline because you've just had the conversation, right? And it's going to be saved into a custom field called summary that we defined right here. All right, so let's see if this will work. So we'll notify the admin. This is what we're saying here first. We don't have to do it like that, but we will in this case, I guess. You know what? Let's do it like this. We will do it like this, actually. I knew I was like getting in my head for a little bit. So this will be our starting step, and this will go next. And so we've got a summary being generated here. All that's good to go. And so here in notify admin, this is where we'll define what we want to happen. And so we'll call this one, we'll say total chat history. And I just hit a space or a line break there. And I'll do chat AI summary. This is like a header. And then I'll add summary custom field. So you guys see how this is looking? And this is again going to go to my email. So chat AI summary. And I've got summary. And then underneath it in the email is going to be the total chat history with the chat history custom field there. Makes sense so far? So that should be all we need. Let's hit publish. And then what we can do is just go right back to our inbox. Let's hit a little refresh here and send ourselves the flow. Chat history. Boom. All right. And so in just a minute here, we'll have the summary visible here once I refresh the page by now, and we'll have the email that should have been sent to us by now as well. Keep your eyes right here, and let's see if we can see that new custom field. Ooh, see, look at that, grade B. And we see the summary here by just rolling over the custom field title, which is excellent. All right, and so the next thing that we'll do here is look at the inbox, and boom, there it is. Chat AI history, son, starting off with the grade. This is how I dance, baby. How you like that? How you like that? I'm telling you what, man. If you're not in AI, you're not in the game. You're getting left behind, son. I promise you. All right. So, purpose of the call: the customer inquired about appointment scheduling and expressed interest in scheduling one for 20 minutes from the current time. Key points: customer sentiment. Okay. This is so good. The main points discussed included appointment scheduling with the owner of the office and Ryan, and the customer's preference not to connect with a human. This is getting pretty good. All right, and look, resolution, status, and feedback. The customer received information about the appointment scheduling and the owner of the office, and no specific issue was raised, and the customer did not provide feedback or suggestions. So good. And I love how you see it's a different color for you to really understand what's going on. Soji. So the total chat history, it took all this and it expanded it and it broke it down into all that, which is just so fire. So good. So let's look at something else here. We open up our documentation here. Custom fields. So this is a giant list of ever expanding custom fields. Okay, so this is so much we've done for you, built right in. These are our brand new custom fields for your chat history. So it's got your definition here for each one. The one that we're using is going to return the last 50 messages. And based on your feedback, depending on how much you guys are using this, we can always adjust these numbers to better fit your needs. But based on our data, this is probably going to fit most scenarios. Okay. If there's demand, we may even make a way for you to define the number yourself. But I think this is going to be pretty solid for a lot of you guys to understand. And there's another custom field I wanted you to see here. Right here, current user time. So check this out. And then we'll be done. Like, for real, this is a short one today, I swear. So chat history, just so you can see how this is looking, I can just make a little send message block here. And I can just simply add a text element. Let's call this time. Then paste that custom field in there. All right, and then I can just hit preview. And I should be able to see the time. That matches my clock, 10:34. Perfection. You see that? There's a little cutoff on the screen. Sorry. You see that? It's perfection right there, baby. So I can simply do something like this. Add the custom field right into the Prizzy prompt. Date, we'll say current date and time for your reference. Boom. That should make everything Gucci time. So let's hit continue. Publish. And let's go back to the the inbox. Sorry, T.I., my friend. Let's go ahead and send the chat history. Boom. And then we should go back here. And we should see our new one that just popped in 0 minutes ago. And look at that. Do you see? Let's see. Total chat history. You know what? This is an old one. It took a little bit from that old conversation is what it just did there. That's okay. What we'll do here is this. Let's delete this guy. Because see, I'll watch. Let's prove it. There's no guess there, so it's not like it's like a ghost person. Basically, it was just a preview. So confirm and delete that. And let's go back to our welcome message here. Here. Let's do this. Hey, I totally forgot. Did you say you did or you did not take appointments? And what was your boss's name again? All right, bet. And so then we'll go back here to the inbox and we'll send ourselves the flizzy, the flow. Chat history flow. Okay. And so now I should be working well. Let's check the email. Boom, 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 boom. There it is, baby. There it is. So here we need to make sure that we add the custom field there. Let's do that. We see the time here. Let's make sure we make that work. We'll go back to the flow. Go back to chat history. And we'll just add this to here instead. Date and time. Here is that info. Boom. That's all we needed to do, and it'll work. Continue. Publish. Predicting the future. So, very, very simple stuff. Generate the summary. We've already got the chat history. All right. So let's hit back, and let's make sure I did hit publish. It should be. Let's make sure I hit publish there. All right. Boom. And back to the inbox. And let's send that beautiful flow. Boom. Take a little second to generate. We see that the summary is here, which is great. All right, bet. And so now we can see that it's changed. So we can go here, show, boom, there it is. So here it is. And look at that. The conversation took place at the mic drop time. Boop. Dropped it on them. How y'all like that, guys? This is where it's at. Do you see how gangster this is? You know, when I really saw this in action in the wild, I immediately realized we made the ultimate snitch bot without even trying. This is like, I mean, it'll tell on your mama. Don't let your mama call you at work, because this thing's gonna see it. And this is at scale. Imagine a person because this is the next closest thing you could get, is where we started off. Like, the AI is just better than a person. It's going to be at this task at any scale, whether it's one-to-one or one-to-many. It's boring to do one-to-many, but a person would not be able to keep track of this stuff. Even on real time, it would slow the conversation down if they're typing stuff, backspacing stuff, not typing accurately, on purpose or not on purpose. You take that how you want to take that. The AI is not going to do that. The AI is going to follow your instructions as good as you can give the instructions. And so the power is in the prompt, as I've said many times, and that is going to continue to be true. Now, before I let you guys go, I will say this. We are going to have a big surprise tomorrow related to a new large language model, and I'm super excited. I'll give you a little hint. It might rhyme with him and I. Well, I swear, it's been a crazy week, y'all. And we're going to kick this new week off in the most gangster way possible. I'll drop it right now. I don't think anyone has said this. I'll say it right now. Bro, nobody's going to remember OpenAI next year if Google keeps doing what they're doing in our space. This is legitimately, guys, like, so crazy how well Google appears to have done what they have done with Gemini's API. Tomorrow we hope to have this available for you. At minimum, it'll be available to some beta testers. But y'all know me, I'm just gonna try to put this out as fast as possible. Once I'm 100% sure it's gonna work for you and your business the way it needs to. And it'll continually improve just like everything else, but we want to be the first ones to do this correctly and in the most massive way. And at least for the first year, the way we're looking at this is going to be very, very cost effective, meaning we might be able to just take care of, to a point, all of the cost. We won't know exactly how the API situation will work as far as us being able to provide a key or not. And that's the one thing I'm trying to understand the best way to go about it. But a lot of the things that Google has done, they've legitimately just taken exactly the same steps as OpenAI has already done. So it's going to, like, when we were testing this earlier, jaws were hitting the table. And tomorrow I think we're going to make everyone's brains explode and faces melt in such a good way, in the best way possible. 1 million token window, folks, is basically all the Harry Potter books minus a few chapters of the last one. Like, that's how much text that is, bro. It's an insane amount of text. I predicted this, like, it's crazy, like, in Discord, I swear. I think it was Discord. It might have even been on the last live I did last week, I don't know. But I said, my prediction, we're going to have a 1 million window context endpoint before the end of the year that we can all use, and, like, it just changes everything. Bro, the next day they came out with it available. I couldn't believe it, dude. And so I've been obsessing over this, along with fixing meta issues that just pop up that developers have to deal with. Always an adventure in this world, but I wouldn't trade it for anything, and I wouldn't trade getting to know all of our amazing co-creators as I have through our chats and emails, phone calls, texts, all that good stuff. It's really powerful. And we're only going to start ramping up further and faster, and you guys are along for the ride, and we're along for the ride as far as you want to take us with you, and we're excited for everything. It's a real good time to be in AI, and there's not another system out there that'll come close to providing the powerful solutions that we do out of the box. I had a call today with one of the first people that signed up with us actually last year. Today, one of the first people that, like, before anything, like our original ugly website, before the one we have currently and the previous, this was like day one. I was like, man, we just got to see what's going to happen if we do this project. And this is one of the first people that I remember. I was like, how did this dude even find us? You know, like, we have done zero promotion. How did this person find us already? Like, that was the feeling that we got. But he's super cool, and big time company. It was fun to catch up with him today. And that's the kind of company I'd like to remain, to have that good communication with our co-creators to ensure that they're in the best possible position to dominate. Because if they dominate, guess what? We dominate. We can't dominate if they're not winning. But they are winning. You're winning if you're a chatbot builder. And yeah, I appreciate you guys so much. Can't wait to hear your feedback on the new feature here. And I can't wait to drop Gemini tomorrow. It's going to work. Now, keep in mind, we'll build on the robustness of the tool, but we want to get you guys able to use an alternative large language model. And I think Google has the best ecosystem by a long shot. And I think it's clear why OpenAI has decided to try to get this $1 trillion+ in funding. Without this funding, they don't stand a chance, bro. I put it out there right now. Like, I just smelled the whole thing. I smelled it. Without the $1 trillion, they don't stand a chance, bro. With $1 trillion, they have a great shot at greasing Google, greasing them, because Google was slow there for a minute. But like, we were all wondering, what are they doing? Google's supposed to be the real AI kings around here, right? Where are they sleeping? And why does all the things they put out so far suck? So OpenAI does have some magic sauce. Have they internally reached AGI? I don't think so. It depends on your definition. Semantics, I don't play that game. I mean, I think we'll know AGI when we see it. But, if you go by strict definitions that are very scientific, maybe, or in your favor, then sure, you achieve what you want. But $1 trillion, dog, like, how are you going to make that money back? And you can't give me the whole deal about, we'll just ask it. That's not going to work, man. Or maybe it does work. Maybe it does. I don't know. What do you guys think? Has AGI already been achieved? Is OpenAI actually sitting on the goose's egg that I'm just neglecting to take in consideration? I just think the money has got the power, and Google's got the money, and their experience in the field of AI just makes them the clear, logical winner of this AI game, guys. Let's just be honest with you. I think that at the end of the day, the world's going to be entirely different in 2 years. But for these next 2 years, chatbot builders, it's time to stack up those racks while everybody else is playing on these, crazy platforms, making you do this and that. While they're trying to figure stuff out, y'all just dominate. We're just going to go fast and furious and not stop. And with that, that's all I got for you today. That's it. Look how short that was. 44 minutes. Guys, that's all it takes. Thank y'all for watching. Thank you for the support. We'll see you next time.